Just wanted to get, like I said, a clear and concise explanation. When you saw Gervonta Tank Davis take the knee against Lamont Roach, when you saw the aftermath of it, him running to the corner, getting his face wiped, as a referee and now recently retired referee, I'm sure your head almost exploded.
Well, I'll tell you this, Percy. I did not see the fight initially when it took place live because I was flying back from California, and when the plane touched down, I started getting calls about it. So I actually didn't. Well, I actually saw the ninth round incident of Tank taking the lead first before I saw the entire fight.
I got you.
And I'll explain to you why, for me, as a referee, why I wanted to see the entire fight, because there are quite a few factors that take place. Now, I sent you what the rule was, and I'll say it for again. Anything other than the soles of a fighter's feet that touch the canvas is considered a knockdown. So what that is saying is that during the course of a round, if a fighter knee, if his glove, if his elbow, if his arm, anything other than the soles of his feet touch that canvas, referees can consider it a knockdown. So people would ask, what would I have done? Well, I hope that I would stick within the rules and rule it a knockdown. Now, have I had fighters take a knee on me? Yes. Have I ruled it a knockdown? Yes. But the situation was a little different. And this is the part that for the referee in this situation, Steve, I know Steve Willis well. Steve Willis is a excellent referee.
Absolutely.
And usually when a fighter takes a knee, it's because either he got hit with a good shot that stunned him, that got him off balance, and he needed some time to recoup, or if he started to fatigue in the round, a very smart tactic is to take a knee. Mm-hmm. Now, when I looked at the whole fight, as close as that fight was, there was one, I don't know if it was the 8th round or the 7th round, Tank got hit with a shot, and he kind of stumbled back a little
yes.
bit. But he recovered from it quick. He did. And in situations, like I mentioned, if a fighter takes a good shot and chooses to take a knee, he has all the right to do that. Other than that round that I saw Tank stumble back, there was no other round where I saw Tank in any trouble at all. Mm-hmm. So, Tank takes a knee. The other thing that may have thrown Steve, the referee, off is that usually the fighter will stay down and take the mandatory 8 count, which gives him more time to rest. Mm-hmm. Tank didn't do that. He took the knee, he got right up and walked right over to his corner with the intent of getting his corner man to wipe the whatever grease. I don't know what was on his hair that ran down his face to cause discomfort for him to want to do that. I don't know, but apparently that was the reason, or he explained that was the reason why he did what he did. So he goes over to the corner. A lot of people also don't know that if any event a cornerman comes up on the ring apron, you could disqualify your fighter. That's in the rule book. I don't know, and I couldn't tell by the video how far his cornerman either was on the stairs or if he reached all the way up to the ring apron. But understand this, Percy. Referees are the sole arbiters. And if this fight had not have been as close as it was, where if Steve had ruled it a knockdown, that it would have altered the scoring and Roach would have won, we wouldn't even be talking about this.
Yes.
But the fact that it did is what brings up the controversy, the discussion, and all the talk between if it's going to be a rematch or not, etc. When we're in our seminars, Percy, and we're going over rules and regulations and things of this nature, the last thing that we hope that if we make a mistake is that it doesn't alter the outcome of the fight. I've made mistakes. I've never made a mistake that has altered the outcome of a fight, but it happens, and the governing bodies will have some say-so in this as to what's going to be the next move, and it'll all be for the best. And hopefully it'll all be resolved.
I'm glad you mentioned the cornerman not being allowed to come on the apron. So let me ask you this, Mr. Bayless, because I've seen fighters who've had loose tape, and you guys bring them to the corner and you say, cut that tape. Or a fighter gets his mouthpiece knocked out and you go to get it rinsed off in the corner. You guys always say, rinse the mouthpiece, cut the tape, but don't give instruction. So even if he reached up from the floor, having contact with his fighter, using a rag that no one knows what's on it to wipe his face, even if he wasn't on the canvas, what's the barrier there?
Well, you mentioned some good ones, and I can even add another one. I've had the string come loose on the inside of the trunks, and the fighter trunks start going down. At our discretion, the referee's discretion, I can call timeout. I can take that fighter over to his corner, or I can just pull the trunks up, have the cornerman do it, like you mentioned about the mouthpiece. Let's say, for an example, a guy has dreadlocks, and the rubber band pops, and the dreadlocks is in his face. I can call timeout, take him over to his corner, get that repaired, and then let the fight continue. So again, the fact that we are the sole arbiter of the fight gives us the right at any time, if we feel necessary, especially for the safety of the fighters, we can stop it and make whatever adjustments, and then allow the fight to continue at that point.
Absolutely. This is by no means an indictment on Steve Willis. He's one of my favorite. I understand it's real time and things happen. I just wanted to get your take from it, just for my followers and my readers and listeners to be able to get another angle of it, and you explained it perfectly. Thank you so much, Mr. Bayless, as always, for your time, brother.
You bet, Percy, anytime.
Thank you, man. Have a